Jon Stewart, Vinny, finally addresses whether he will run for president or not. You know, he's a guy that people are wanting to run for president for 2028. A lot of people are saying, you should run. Here's Jon Stewart answering the question a lot of people have. Will Jon Stewart run for president in 2028? Go for it, Rob.
You know, people keep saying, oh, this guy's Hitler. No, he's not. And I'll tell you why he's not. Hitler was popular.
Oh, my God.
This guy's not.
Jeez.
Because the people, and I'm talking about people like, I live in a town where like a lot of people went that way. Like they give me a lot of shit in the deli. Like I walk in the deli and there's a lot of like, hey, how's that auto pen? How's Biden's auto pen? I walk in the deli now and they're like, what would you like on your sandwich? Like, it ain't flying in a lot of places where you think it might be flying. So the one institution that I think has been the bulwark in a way that nothing else has been the people. And that's been really heartening to me. You know, people keep saying, oh, this guy's...
Rob, is this
no,
the clip where he says, I think you should run for president?
It's all from the same news story out of the Daily Beast.
All right, well, then let me just read this to you because I think there's a clip where he answers the question. He says, the comedian didn't exactly say no, but he did joke that he said, F it, he's an F it candidate, meaning, I think should be president is the line that comes after you said F it. Because most people go like, I'm watching this and I'm doing this. These people aren't doing that. You know what? I'm just going to run it. I'm just going to go out there and run. That guy should do it. He's on TV. And that's kind of where he's at. This is a question that comes up a lot. Stewart says, if I may not run. So I don't know if you really answered the question. By the way, how old is he? How old is he?
He's 63.
Stewart is 63?
Yeah.
He's 63 years old. Vinny, where are you at with this? You think he would be a formidable Democratic candidate?
I don't even know if that word, like that phrase actually exists because at the end of the day, Pat, first of all, he went from telling jokes to becoming one. You're on, by the way, what channel is he on right there? What channel?
Comedy Central.
Comedy Central. Okay, he's up there preaching like from a pulpit like he's on CNN. Okay, like you're talking serious politics on CNN is like going to a strip club and the stripper shuts off the music and she starts talking about foreign policy. I don't want to hear it. Wrong room. Tell jokes. Be funny. Okay, and by the way, you know what really disappoints me about him? He has a good heart. He's actually a really good dude. Do you remember he fought Congress after 9/11 because of the health care and the compensation for respiratory illness for all the first responders and stuff? He's a good dude. COVID, he was one of the ones that went on Stephen Colbert and bashed him and made him look like an idiot on his own show. He has a good heart, but this whole Trump, Hitler, like especially coming from a Jewish guy, you sound like a moron, John. Okay, what are you doing? You are downgrading what Hitler did, and we've been saying this for years. Enough with that nonsense. It's not resonating. People don't believe it, and you're making Hitler kind of seem like he's not that bad of a guy, okay? And you're downplaying it, and I'm pretty sure your ancestors went through hell with this freaking guy, all right? And if we're going to get to the honesty, you mentioned it earlier, he's completely wrong. He's not popular. Did you not see the Wall Street Journal? I know he's reading the Wall Street Journal. You're a freaking Democrat. You're a leftist. Read the Wall Street Journal. 92% approval rating, and 70% of that 92 strongly agree with what he's doing.
In the Republican Party.
In the Republican Party. Who gives a damn about what the Democrats think? They're brainwashed to just hate and call him Hitler. And it just really bothers me, Pat.
You can be an informed pundit. Like he is. He's an informed pundit.
Of course he is.
He's well-read. He's very smart. He reaches conclusions. He does things. You can be that informed pundit. Now put yourself in that Oval Office behind the desk and look at the daily threat report. Now put yourself behind that desk and go look around at Europe and the things you have to do and at Gaza and Ukraine. And now sit there and realize that you have to go lead a nation and you have to lead people through it. And you do not have the adoring mob of your audience and you do not have the support of all the media who now will be going after you because you won't do their bidding. So I respect John because there have been points where I listened to him, I listened to his logic, his rationality, but come on. You're a pundit, an informed pundit, a smart guy, and you're going to go and you're going to go lead something? Come on. I mean,
And Tom, think about it.
Respectfully,
Where was he
come on.
when the border was wide open under Biden? Where he was, by the way, pretty sure he was one of the Russia collusion, all that. How many times have you guys gotten it wrong? And silence because of this Hitler Gestapo stuff he's talking about. Nobody is talking about the wide open. Guys, when we talk about wide open, they were suing Texas, the White House, the government sued Texas because they were putting barbed wire. You know what that's saying? Hey, let them invade. Let these people come in, and then look what we're seeing in freaking Minnesota. $9 billion that we just saw because of Nick Shirley, thank God for him. $9 billion, and when you say, hey, wait a minute, that's a problem, you're racist, and when you have the governor and the mayor and the Congresswoman Ilhan Omar saying, no, you guys are racist and shut the hell up. And then they're stoking this violence, so all the attention goes away from them and onto Trump, which they always do. It's enough. And this is the clip that you were talking about earlier. And going back to the first thing I said about evil and what this side is about, look at what she talks about. This is a Democrat field hearing that she did over the weekend about the ICE abuses. Look at what she talks about our country, and you tell me where her religious stance is. Go ahead, Rob.
The one place where we thought we would never experience this is the U.S. goddamn states.
And look at the other one next door. Yeah. Like, think about that. The U.S. G-damn states.
I think she meant the United States, but anyway.
Yeah. But think about, Tom, you know what she's saying? The one place we didn't expect to come and pillage and pirate and steal from the American people, and for them to say, hey, a minute, you're doing something wrong, is the U.S. G-damn states. No, your place is the G-damn place. It's Somalia, where you left to come here and pillage and steal, and then talks all this crap about white men, and you married one on your third marriage besides your brother.
Let's stay on Stewart. So what do you think? What do you think with Stewart?
I just think they can't get off the tune and the rhetoric of Trump.
But I think he's a very formidable candidate.
I agree with you.
I think he's a very formidable candidate. And to be honest with you, if let's just say you have to choose a president, I know this is going to sound weird. They have to watch every day. Is it Newsom? Is it Kamala? Is it Josh Shapiro? Is it, Whitmer? Is it Pritzker? Is it Jon Stewart? You have to choose one of those guys. Say a Republican's going to lose. You have to choose one of those guys. Who would it be? To me, on that list, I would probably put Shapiro first.
Me too. I'd overlook
on
the
that
murder
list.
and go with Shapiro.
I would probably put Shapiro first. Man, I don't know where you go after Shapiro. Do you go to Pritzker next? Because at least he comes from wealth, business, all that. Look what he's doing to Chicago with crime.
I don't have a number two. It drops down for me.
Yeah, who's your number two, though, on that list?
I don't have a number two.
Are we going just off of optics?
By the way, the chances of winning, Roger Stone said something very interesting. The $40 million have been bet already for the Democratic nominee for president.
$40 million
oh, my God.
Put up on
Go a little bit.
for
But who's the green that just spiked up? Newsom's at 33. Then it's AOC Shapiro. No. Is Stewart at all on that list or no, Rob? Go a little bit lower. I want to see where he's at.
2%.
Well, right now he's at 2%, but that can change very quickly.
That can change very. Like I would dump 10K on Stewart and Stephen A. and see what happens. What's the odds? What is the odds on Stewart and Stephen A? You got 2%. What would the market be, Tom, on that?
You would be buying at 2% with a chance to win with the fees, probably 95 cents. You'd be wagering 2% to get 2 cents to get 95.
The odds are
so
crazy.
You bet 2 cents to win 95.
Yeah.
I would put 10K right now on Stephen A. and Jon Stewart.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Per dollar bet.
So that means if Stewart or Stephen A. win, you mean to tell me, Tom, it's going to be 19-1? So you put 10K, one of them wins, you win $190,000. Is that the number? The bet? I would make that risk. I would make that risk. To me, here's why though.
$200 closer to 49 to 1.
I would say sorry, go ahead.
If it's 49-1, but you said 95 cents. 95 is 19-1. If it's 98 cents, then it's 49-1. You're right.
Your bet only cost you 2 cents.
To win 95 cents.
Yeah.
Oh, so you bet 10 grand, you win $490,000?
Yes.
Listen, can we take a quick break?
Hey, we're about to he's going to become the biggest advocate of Jon Stewart. Guys, vote for Jon Stewart.
No, but where I'm going with this is, let me tell you what's about to happen. My opinion. Guys, folks, for some of you guys who were with us with election night, some really crazy things happened. We're about to make a very massive announcement. This announcement made Rob $200 already, okay? I mean, Rob had a wild weekend this weekend. I gave him $200 and $2 bills. He went to the racetrack to bet on horses. But we're about to announce something very big. Stay tuned. You'll hear about it. It's going to be massive. It's going to be fun. If you thought 2024 election night was big, I think 2028 could be wild. And here's why. I think all the major Hollywood celebrities that have been wanting to put that checklist, like, Arnold, Mr. Olympia, check. Arnold, super wealthy hectamillionaire, check. Arnold, superstar Hollywood actor, check. Arnold, governor, check. He can't be a president. So Arnold's a trifecta, right? On winning in business, winning in sports, bodybuilding, and winning in, politics.
Jesse Ventura did it.
Jesse
Smaller
Ventura
state.
did it. Yes, Minnesota. Was it Minnesota or
Yes.
yeah? I think there are so many guys like Stewart that should be running in 2028. I think Tony Robbins. I think The Rock. I think, you got some guys on the conservative side, Republican, that could be running that are 35, 40 years old.
Can I ask you a question, though?
By the way, you know what really breaks my heart and annoys the hell out of me? You know who could have ran in 2028?
Who?
A guy named Charlie Kirk.
Yeah,
know.
I mean.
And I'm being so like, he would have been right around that age. Well, I think he could have, or maybe he had to wait to 32, but it's somewhere around there. But I think there's going to be so many guys, which, by the way, he would have been super formidable. Super formidable. He would have won. He would have been super formidable.
And that's why they
the
killed him.
course of history was literally changed.
Well, that's
I
why
agree.
they killed him.
I agree. So this is why I think a couple of these guys are going to run. Now, winning is a different story. Winning is a different story. Jon Stewart, 15 years ago, maybe even 16 years ago, him and Bill O'Reilly were doing something. Do you remember this? What they did? Did you hear about this or no? Him and Bill O'Reilly were going and doing these debates. And in one of the ones, Jon Stewart is so funny. I don't know how tall he is, but apparently he's not that tall. And he jokes about it himself.
Yep.
He gets himself to elevate the, what do you call it? Have you seen this
Stage?
thing? It elevates it, and he keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. You've never seen this? It's sick what he does. Which, by the way, you know what I like that? It's unlike what DeSantis did. He automatically eliminates that as an issue.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, no, here's what it is. So he has that style to go about it that kind of and by the way, remember what he did with Tucker 20 years ago.
Oh, with the bow tie?
You remember that bow tie
Oh, he
thing?
destroyed it.
I think he has it. I think he has it. So, Elon, what do you think?
I think number one, you said something very interesting that kind of caught me because you said, I actually feel like he's a nice guy. That's my sentiment too. When I saw the 9/11, when he actually gave credit to Trump, I'm like, wow, this guy's willing to give
In
credit to Trump.
Congress.
Yeah, I was very surprised by it. This guy will have massive appeal with independents. The election's going to be won by independents. He spends all day in front of a camera talking to people. He knows how to talk. He's very intelligent. Does it mean he's equipped to run the country? Probably not. But in the end of the day, that's not what's going to win you an election. What's going to win you an election is being charismatic. He wins that. Knowing how to kind of play with people when you talk to them, he has that.
Yes.
So, and having a massive following, he's already hugely popular, more than anyone else who's going to run. And again, he has mainstream independent appeal because if I didn't follow politics closely, he is someone I would look to and be like, oh, I've seen him kind of talk on both sides. He seems like he's moderate. He's appealing to me. I've watched him for years. I feel like I know him. There's an authenticity there, a very similar authenticity, although also completely different, to what Trump brought to the table.
Yep.
So he's very, very effective.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And that's what I credited his rational thinking and everything there. I credited all that. But I believe that it would be just like the movie The Candidate with Robert Redford. The very last bit of the movie. Do you remember what that is, Pat? They win. Robert Redford, the candidate, wins. And they walk in the back room and they said, we won. And Robert Redford looks at him and he goes, what do we do now?
Yeah.
By the way,
exactly
you know
what
what's
it is.
crazy? That line you're saying? That's the video of when Trump beat Hillary and the family walks up. They're like, what the hell are we going to do now? You ever remember that?
That's it in
It
real life.
was the best scene because they were like, guys, did we really win?
Yeah.
She just called and conceded.
Yeah.
So, and then, of course, later on, he figured it out.
But here's the problem with everything that we're talking about. And by the way, huge what ifs, 2%, and that's a position on Calci. It's not betting, it's a position. Okay, let's say all that, and in the perfect world, yay, Jon Stewart. You guys have to understand, he's not Trump. Tommy, he's going to go in the same Democratic machine that was running the Biden administration, because we all, guys.
With the same flaws, and they're going to miss the same
let's be honest,
cues.
Joe Biden made 0 decisions, okay? It was that cabal around him. So let's be honest. Whoever comes in, Jon Stewart, Gavin, whoever, they're still going to have to listen to the party that's run by freaking evil. And guess what they're going to do? What are the first 3 things? Pat, if you guys had to guess, what are the first 3 things a Gavin Newsom first order of business, first executive orders, what would you guys say are the first 3 things, even 2, that he does when he comes into office? Good. Let's just entertain me with that. What's number 1 from people that are the most pro open border, anti-ICE?
Well, he's going to
Obviously open the
executive
borders.
order 500 things, starting with the border immigration policy.
Number 1, border wide open again, open invasion. What else? What else do you think? With somebody like that? With somebody like a Gavin Newsom?
You're going to see massive restrictions on Second Amendment, right?
100%. That's the second thing I think that he would go for is the Second Amendment. And what else? What else do you think? That Gavin Newsom, first order of business, or any Democrat, because of the machine, their votes, open
He
the
would
border.
probably make it illegal to walk off the stage to go use a restroom during the podcast.
Disappointing.
Tom was so upset with my question, he had to desert.
He's out. He's
Go
out.
back,
Tell you
guys,
what.
go back to Stewart.
Yeah, I will.
I want to wrap that up and then go to the next thing. Stewart,
Yes.
Adam.
Tom walked off because this is a comedy segment, and obviously this isn't Tom's time to shine. I can't believe that we're actually entertaining a 5'6" nebbishy Shlemiel Schlemazel Jewish guy, factoring him into running for president and winning the candidacy. I don't see it. I don't believe it. I don't know if it's ironic. It's not happening. We haven't had a president, logically speaking, below 6 foot in our lifetime. So the chances of this liberal bubble 5'6" Jewish complainy guy winning anything is nonsensical.
Adam's becoming
And if a
anti-Semitic.
Jew,
Adam, you're being
and if a Jew is not willing to vote for him, believe me,
let me ask you-
the rest of America isn't.
I ask you a question?
Secondly, no, you can't, because my comedy set's going on. Wait for Tom to come out of the bathroom to talk.
It might
Here's
be a
the
number-
next
he
thing.
might be there for a while.
If Jon Stewart ran for mayor of New York City, he probably would lose to an Islamic socialist named Zoran Mamdani. So in my opinion, this is all fodder. That's great. Jon Stewart has had his little, dancing little monkey little thing going on. But it's great for a segment.
How
We're
tall
having
is
fun.
Stewart? How tall is Stewart?
5'6".
Is he really 5'6", Rob?
Because it says 5'7", and you know that he's rounding up.
He's still growing, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's-
If he ran, if he's
by the way,
5'7",
He's growing on us.
but if he ran, if he
the
James-
chances of Jon Stewart winning anything
But would he-
other than an Emmy are non-existent.
James Madison,
tall-
back in the
5'4".
days,
How tall
was George
when he
Bush?
was big on YouTube, he was a big
Yes.
YouTuber on Twitter.
5'4".
James Madison was 5'4".
Yeah. By the
Okay.
way,
Yeah, but-
that was before there was TV, and this was in 1800. Height wasn't a thing because the precedent was we got George Washington, we got Adams, we got
Hey,
Jefferson. So there's
Adam-
nothing going on
Adam,
here.
as being the
Look at that, he
anti-Semite on the
weighed only
panel, Adam
100
makes a good point.
pounds.
Would Jon
85
Stewart
was
run
out
on
of
his?
brain.
Would Jon Stewart run on his legal name? Because Jon Stewart's name isn't Jon Stewart; it's John Leibowitz. So I'm curious.
Yeah.
You actually make a good point. They wouldn't be like President Leibowitz. Yeah, I don't think. Is that his
It
real
would
last?
go-
What's his real last name?
Yeah, it is Leibowitz. You're
Leibowitz.
right.
So he can't run
That's
on.
crazy.
He can't run on Jon Stewart because that's not your real name. So yeah, Adam, you make a good point.
I'll
being the
tell you
anti-Semite on
what
the
Jon
podcast.
Stewart's claim to fame will be was resurrecting the Daily Show that was on life support after they DEI'd it with South African semi-comedian,
How
not
tall was
funny
Jimmy
guy,
Carter?
Jimmy
Trevor
Carter?
Noah.
How tall was Jimmy Carter?
Jimmy Carter?
Yeah.
How many peanuts did he stack up
How
on
tall
top
was
when he-
Jimmy Carter?
5'11". I don't know.
5'9".
And
Yeah.
Bush? I
Bush?
don't
Was
I
Bush
said our
5'10",
lifetime,
Rob?
Pat.
Yeah. Five.
I said
Bush
our
Jr.
lifetime.
Listen,
If we want to talk Tom's lifetime, you brought up James Madison. I get it.
yeah.
But in our lifetime, we're Reagan and
No, no.
above.
Listen, all
I'm
I'm,
curious
saying to
about
you
Bush.
is, in just the same way guys would say Trump is only doing this for publicity and it's not real, it's not this.
Jimmy Carter.
He ran and he won. Okay,
Yeah.
you know he ran and,
he's
he won.
6'3".
He's 6'3" and a billionaire and all
And
over
loves
TV.
McDonald's.
And there was an anomalous kind of situation happening culturally at the time.
By the
People-
way, don't shortchange your favorite president, Jimmy Carter. It says he's 5'10". And he was
Trump
the
got-
shortest president since World War II till today. So if you're telling me 5'6", somewhat funny Jon Stewart has any chance of winning, I have a
Bridge
land.
I do also think
I have
Trump
some
got-
land in the Everglades in Miami that I want to sell you.
Trump got more free press, good or bad, than any human being in the history of mankind. So that helped him tremendously as well, that he was kind of controversial at the time. So.
Very good point.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. He had the audacity to be controversial, whereas a lot of these guys are a little too nice. They God forbid, they said something that offends somebody, they're going to, back down or change their positions. But
I would like to see him be a thorn in the side on debate stage. I think he can do a little shtick there, but I don't think he's willing to disrupt that bad. I think if we've learned anything, I forgot who made the point. Maybe it was Tom. The DNC will take over and go,
Yeah,
get out of here, Jon
Yeah, of
Stewart.
course they would.
Get out of here, Bernie
yeah,
Sanders.
yeah.
We've seen
Oh,
it.
good
We've seen
heart.
that
It's Gavin
happen before.
Newsom's time.
Yeah, you were really funny. Next.
you think it's going to be nuisance time and
hey,
nothing
Vinny,
else?
funny how?
When we set out to create a shoe that blends comfort, function, and luxury, we had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.